everybody doing today? I pray that everybody is doing well, doing excellently, being blessed today, having a good day, having an awesome day, and all them amazing, awesome words to describe a day that is great. Hi, my name is Tammy L. Martin, and I am your host of the It's in the Book show. Thank you so much, as always, for being a part of this particular show. We have amazing show. As always, we have some guests and we have some books we want to share with you. And we just want to say a happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, whether you are living or you are not. Nevertheless, you're always going to be a mother. And speaking for a child who absolutely adores her mother, even though she hasn't been with me for a very long time, I want to thank her for giving me life. Thank you for giving me direction, even in your midst of your absence. You have gave me direction in all things, things to, what not to do, things to do, the examples, the love that I know that my mother had for me. I'm truly, truly appreciate it. And I am blessed to be able to have her with me for the amount of time I had, although it was short. But nevertheless, I thank her for her time, for giving birth to me and my brother, and all of those amazing and awesome things. So happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there who are single, who are married, who are struggling, who was for whatever reason wasn't able to care for your child. I want to tell you happy Mother's Day. Despite of what the world may say to you for not caring for your child. Nevertheless, you're still a mother and you still are loved, and I know you have love in your heart for your children. So, thank you so much for getting on with me. Again, my name is Tammy L. Martin, and I am your host. And I am also the owner of KRC Companies. KRC Companies consist of KRC Tax and Business Services, where we take care of your tax preparation needs as well as your business needs, whether you need information, whether you need some help with your business, some support. We're all about support, as well as just recently adding on insurance. Insurance is one of those things. A lot of people do not believe in insurance, but I come from an insurance family, and I know that insurance is there to help, not hurt. If my mother did not take the time out to have insurance, if my grandmother didn't take the time out to have insurance, we would have been in a world of struggle. Would have made it through, but the insurance definitely helped out significantly. So, if you are in a position where you're going to at least talk about insurance, definitely get with me and we can set up a call so you can get the ins and outs and know what your options are. There are a lot of options. You have term, you have whole life, you have items that have cash value, and all those different other things. Definitely get with me and we will definitely sit down and talk about your insurance needs and how you can start out with something small and possibly convert it to something bigger once your finances are able to support that. So, anyhow, we're not going to go too deep and in depth with that. But we also have KRC Bookstore. KRC Bookstore is a Black-owned bookstore that caters to Black authors who are believe in inspiration, empowerment, encouragement, and education. That is what we're all about here. Those four things that we concentrate in the book. And that's the reason why we call this Is in the Book show, because we believe that everything and anything can be found in the book. You just have to find the book. You need inspiration, you get your devotional. You need empowerment, you get your women or men empowerment book. You need a good laugh, get you a book. Laughter is always good for the soul. So we believe that everything and anything can be found in the book. Just have to find the right book. So we have some guests on today. They were from our I Am Queen month. We had some amazing ladies. I was so excited about the month of April. We have had some of the I Am Queen anthology co-authors on with us last month, and we have some more today. Those who was not able to get on last month, they have blessed us with their presence today. I am super excited, and I know y'all gonna absolutely, absolutely, absolutely fall in love with this lady. She has an amazing story, and you definitely want to go make sure you go out there and copy a copy of the I Am Queen anthology. You have 22 ladies that's all in one book talking about their story, talking about their different things that they went through, being transparent just for the healing of their self and for the healing of you and to give God the glory. Amen. Amen. So without any further ado, we're gonna go ahead and shoot to a commercial, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk to some of these ladies from the I Am Queen anthology. So again, thank you so much for joining.
Here we go.
We're back. We're back. Thank you so much for coming back with us. That particular commercial was from our video creation graphics department. If you are needing a book trailer, you are needing a commercial for your business to be able to help with visualization, whether you want to put it on your social media or you want to put it on your website, or you just needing a place to put it, we can create a platform for you so you can play your commercial right here for our audience. So you would never know who needs what you are offering. So um, definitely, that is one of our, like I said, commercials that was created. He can create you one. They can create you one that's like that, or something that's fitting to your vision of what you have for your business. So, without any further ado, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna fall into this thing. Um, I have Miss Linda come up first, and we're gonna bring her on. So we're gonna be gentle with them. You know, a lot of times, authors that come on our show, a lot of times are first time interviewees. And so we want to be gentle with them. We want to let them know that we love them and we want to hear and give them the undivided attention, come and support them in what they're doing. So without any further ado, we're going to bring Miss Linda up. Miss Linda, Miss Linda, Miss Linda. Hey, Miss Linda, how are you doing?
Hey, how are you?
I am doing excellent. Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
I am here for you. Um, if you have any questions, we are here for you to support. What I want to do is I want to move on out the way so you can get the 100% of the attention because this is what this time is, for you. I'm not far away, so if you get stumbled or stomped, I am here. No harm, no foul. We are gentle to our guests and we love our guests. So I will scoot on out the way.
Okay, so my name is Linda Williams. Um, I am a native of Osceola, Arkansas. First, I would like to give a shout out, a huge shout out, and a great big thank you to Queen Tanisha Reed for making this, um, giving me the opportunity to share my story. Um, I am chapter 22 in the I Am Queen anthology book. The title of my story is Grief Stricken. And this is my first book, um, Grief Stricken. My son was murdered October 12th, 2016. So, I went through a lot of phases, uh, a lot of feelings, just a lot of different things. And I talk about it in my story. Uh, my motto is don't let grief overcome you, because it can. It can overcome you and overwhelm you. And after reading my story, I pray that there are other ladies out there that have lost children to senseless murders, or just lost children, period. And they really don't know how to deal with it. They're still hurting. I do believe that you can hurt but be healed. Um, Losing a child is very devastating. And I don't want to get into too much because I want y'all to read my story in chapter 22. Um, I am beginning to work on another project. Um, it is an anthology book. I will say that much. And the reason for me doing this is since the I Am Queen anthology book has been out, I've talked to a lot of ladies that are hurting so bad on the inside. And, I tell them you can't heal from your hurt unless you tell your story. You've got to get it out. And at times, I talked to one lady, not only is she hurting, but her children are hurting. So, in order for her children to heal, she's got to heal. So, those are my plans. Um, in all things, you have to acknowledge God. And had it not been for the Lord on my side, I don't know where I would be. Like I said, losing a child to such a senseless murder is very devastating. Having family members who want to retaliate, and you have to remain steadfast and strong and prayed up so you don't, you can't grieve yourself. You've got to keep your composure at all times, because you're not only praying for yourself, but you're also praying for your family members, because you don't want another senseless act of violence to occur. So, with that being said, I had spoken with Tanisha several years ago, um, telling her my desire to write a book, and I just kind of put it at bay. But when she presented this opportunity to me, I'm like, okay, okay, God, I hear you. This is something that you must want me to do because it's being presented to me. I've been wanting to do it, but now it's actually being presented to me in a form where I can tell my story. So that's kind of it in a nutshell.
Well, definitely. Thank you so much for being a part of the I Am Queen anthology. Thank you so much for answering the call. Um, it's amazing how we have these hopes and these dreams and these things that we need to do. And when it's time, God will give you a way to make those things happen.
Amen.
He will put
Yes, he
those things
will.
in your front for you to make those things happen. So I want to thank you so much for your transparency. Um, I know I've dealt with death in my life, but I've never lost a child. So I know that's got to be, traumatizing for you to deal with such a big thing, and because he died, at violent, by violence by somebody else's hand, this was something that you could feel like was preventable. It shouldn't have
Yes,
happened.
absolutely.
And it puts you in a different, place. And if you don't have your anchor, you don't have your father to,
Mm,
help you along the way and keep your
yes,
mind, straight on him, and know that he is still in
absolutely.
control no matter what the situation looks like. And the mere
Hmm.
fact that you had to talk to other family members to, let them know, hey, no, don't retaliate. No, don't react in another manner, because the Bible tells us that if you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
About the story.
So if you live your life in a violent manner, retaliate and so forth, sometimes that stuff may come back to you.
Hmm.
So then it puts into place of just a whole nother snowball of a mess happening, you know, because of one senseless thing. So
Yes,
I thank you so much for stepping up and taking on that task, because a lot of times when you're going through things, you feel like you're by yourself. You feel like nobody else can relate what you're going through. Somebody said, well, you got to stay strong. You got to do this. And sometimes, especially when you feel like you're alone, in your mind, how can you tell me to do something when you're not going through this? You don't know how this feels. You don't
yes,
know what this has brought me through, the nightmares that I've had, the thoughts that I had when everything is all said and got done. Once you laid your child to rest, now you have to deal with the after effects of living without them, and that's not something, of course, as a mother would ever want to endure. And that's something that, any mother would not want to wish that on their worst enemy. And the mere fact that you're standing here, and you're standing strong. And not only you're standing strong, but you're going through that healing of talking about it. Because you said something where in order to heal, you have to be able to talk about it. And that's where the healing
absolutely.
starts. The healing starts getting up every day, living life. And it also continues with talking about it and telling people about it, telling your story and telling people how you felt and so forth, and that you was angry and upset at some particular point in time. Because a lot of times as Christians, we we smile and we put this face on that everything is all right. And sometimes everything is
Yes.
not all right, but it will be all right. So thank you so much, Linda. Now you
And I
said
thank you so much,
this
Miss
is
Tammy.
you're so welcome. Now this was your first book, right?
Yes, yes, it was
Okay.
my first one, but it will definitely not be my last one.
Yes, ma'am. It's something about writing that first book. That first book gets you started. Once you get those feet wet and you get that feeling of it, you want to do it again and again and again. It's
I have
exciting.
so much to
Yeah.
tell. I have so many testimonials. I
Yes,
have a
ma'am.
lot to be thankful for.
Yes, ma'am. And
And
I
I'm
look
sure
forward to.
in my personal book that I'm going to write, it will help people also. It will help ladies. It will help men because I have experienced different things in my life and God has brought me through those things. I should have been dead, but I'm still
Mm,
here. So, I want to reach out and try to grasp the audience and let them know that if I did it, you can do it.
yes, yes, that's a real statement. You have so much more to tell. You got a whole nother testimony. That's just not just a cliche. That's real. So,
Hmm.
and I'm looking forward to hearing much, much more from you, Miss Linda.
Thank you.
And definitely make sure that, I want you to know that once you get your next project up, anything that you're promoting and you need a platform to promote it on, we're always here, because we live by three hashtags um, in this platform. We do hashtag support begin support, because we believe that in order to be supported, you have to be supportive. We
Yes.
also believe that books are great. Hey, pick a book up. A lot of times once you got grown, you got to put these books to the side, and you be amazed at how many adults have not picked up a book since they've been grown. So books are great, and hashtag
Yes.
books are great gifts. So even if you don't read a book, you can gift it to somebody. So
Absolutely.
yes, ma'am. Now where can we purchase the I Am uh, Queen anthology from you?
My link is um, H
Well,
it's www.linkree.ee/Linda Marie Davis Williams.
okay.
Or
Well, we
if someone is local, or even if they're out of town, I do have books on hand. I'm ordering every week, but you can just uh, shoot me a text or direct message me, and I'll be more than happy to accept your payment through Cash App um, or PayPal, and I'll be more than happy to ship it to you because I've been shipping a lot of books lately.
yes, ma'am. Yes. Well, Mother's Day is coming up, and you definitely want to get this as because there's so much stuff going on in there, so many things that will bless you. These ladies work very very hard to get this book out and get it out to you to get it out to your hands. So if you're in the local area now, fortunately because Mother's Day is in 2 days, time is not of the essence. So if you're in the local area and you're watching and you're looking for something for your mother, what am I gonna get my mother? What am I gonna get my mother? Make sure you consider getting a book. And Miss Linda is more than happy to make sure that happens, that you get something for your mother. And you give her this beautiful book, this I Am Queen sign. But thank you so much, Linda. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to think of something, your final thought, and we're going to come back. We're going to circle back around once we talk to our next guest. We have Miss Tasha that's waiting in the green room to come up and talk to us and talk about her chapter that she made a difference in far as making her contribution to the I Am Queen anthology. So I'm going to stick you back in the green room, Miss Linda, and we'll get back with you, okay?
All right, thank you.
You welcome. All right, all right. Um, thank you so much, you guys. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna run a commercial, and then we're gonna come back, and we're gonna come back, and we're gonna talk to Miss Tasha. And we will be back shortly. Go, go, go. Okay. Thought I had took my thing off of mute. Um, I do apologize. Okay. That particular commercial was by Mr. John. He wrote that particular book for our children. talking about the pandemic and the things that they went through, and wearing of the mask, social distancing, and so forth. A lot of times, when we're going through these things, and when we feel like we've made it through, we push things to the back, and we don't realize that the footprint of these things that happened with us in the past is still there. You know, um, you walk on the sand at the beach and you have footprints. And when the water comes up and washes away, it washes away the footprint. But that doesn't mean that the footprints didn't never exist. They existed. You just can't see them no more. So a lot of things that we're going through or went through during the pandemic, we no longer go through them. But the after effects of those things are still there. So that's a book to get for your kids to be able to help them along the way of dealing with the things that they went through in the midst of the pandemic. So without any further ado, we're gonna go ahead and bring Miss Tasha up. Hey, 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 Miss Tasha, how are you doing?
Hey, Queen, how are you? I'm doing
I
well.
think you might be on mute.
Let's. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. I sure can. I
Okay,
sure can. I am going. I am going to scoot on out the way. Um, just tell us about your contribution to the I Am Queen anthology. Talk about your chapter. If this is your first book, if it's not, tell us about your other books. If you have some more projects coming up, definitely make sure you tell us about those other projects. Just talk about the book that you was in and your brand. Anything that you're doing um, at this moment. Okay,
great.
and I'm gonna scoot on out the way.
So, hello everyone. My name is Tasha Smith. I am a native of Arkansas, currently residing in Memphis, Tennessee. My chapter in the I Am Queen anthology is chapter 15. My title is From Trash to Treasure. Um, this is my first book, although I've written quite a bit. This is the first book that I've actually completed, author and all of that good stuff. So this is my first book. There is other projects that I'm working on with other women co-authoring, as well as working on the full book of From Trash to Treasure. So yes, I am a talk show host of Wisdom Speaks. Do a lot with that talk show. It's nationwide now on television, on Dominion TV every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Um, my title, From Trash to Treasure, I've been had a lot of people to ask me, from trash to treasure. But what you I want people to understand is trash is not all the time debris or paper or just things that you pick up off the ground. Trash can be things that's going on in your life. And for me and my title, I harbored so many different things. There were so many different things that went on in my life. Um, and I well for I almost became, well, I'm not even gonna say almost, I became a hoarder of so much trash, trying to put it in the background. And how you say, just forget it, it's forgiven, it's done, and all of that stuff, but you never really let go of those things. And so for that reason you accumulate trash. Like I said, it's not paper, it's not items, it's not recyclable. It's actual things and situations, circumstances that you go through in life, and you think you've healed from those things, but you're still a hoarder of those situations and circumstances. So that trash becomes a thorn in your side, and when you just pile on top of it, before long it becomes an overload. And just like the natural trash in the eye, you can fill it up so long till it begins to overflow, and it starts to leak, and it starts to smell, and it's visible to not only you, now everyone else can see your trash and your debris. And so that's what my book is about. my hopes was to, let people in. Sometimes people see you smile, they see you so strong, they see you not breaking, they see you just bouncing back from everything, and not realizing that all of these things that you had inside that you had to deal with first before anybody else could see the treasure. I had to fully understand, how do I rid the trash in order for other people to see the treasure? Of course, I knew that I was treasure all along. Of course, I knew the value of who I was, but I could only see the debris and the damage from the trash that I was carrying, that some of the trash that was put on me, some of the trash that I involved myself in, some of the trash that I could have avoided, but I chose to make the decision to open that lid and let the trash in. So I had to deal with that. I had to deal with that. And now, truly, after being delivered and after saying yes to the Lord and having that relationship that no one could ever give me, the relationship that I found with God, that's when I found my true treasure, not only in myself, but the treasure from kingdom, the treasure from just being okay with being Tasha. And so, yeah, I'm excited about this. I'm excited about the book. I'm excited about what God is doing. I'd have to give a huge shout out to Queen Tanisha Reed, because she was a force. She pushed and she pushed and she pushed. And she was like, if you've been waiting that long to get it out, now is the time. And so I thank God for her, because without her obedience, I never would have been released to share some of my story, to get it out there and be comfortable with putting my entire book out there from trash to treasure. And so I'm thankful for that. Thankful for all the other women, the 21 other authors who's in this book. Amazing stories, life-changing stories. If you do not have it, get the I Am Queen anthology book. It will truly bless you in 22 ways.
You told me the other day that you're nervous. You did that.
You
I
know,
love
it's different when you're the one always asking people the questions, when you're the one always have your own setting, but then when you come into somebody else's platform, you
it.
have that little bug, that kind of sticks around a while, but all is well.
Well, you did awesome. You did
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you.
That was I was lying. Um, I love your I love your title, Trash to Treasure. And I love the fact that um you talked about it not in an aspect of something that's um as something just thrown away, but stuff that you let in your life.
Hmm.
Um, you can allow certain things to be in your life. You can let them in through different windows of your soul. You can let it in through your mouth. You can let it in through what you see, and you can let it through by what you hear. Um,
Absolutely.
I love your title. I love what your platform, Trash is Treasure. Um, and I love the fact that you have the podcast, because what it does, it gives you a platform to be to talk about your book and talk about
Hmm.
the other things that you're doing and be to bless somebody and being transparent. That's just being an author. You just when you're writing a book about your life, you're just not doing it justice if you're not being transparent. You're defeating the
Absolutely.
purpose of writing the book when you're not transparent. And I love the
Absolutely.
transparency. I love it.
And I have and for those that know me, I live by transparency causes deliverance. And I'm not gonna be the person who try to sugarcoat anything about my life, because if people know what you really went through, see, they may see a smile now, but I want to tell them about those times where I was depressed, when I was suicidal, when everything that was going on good, other people would think in life, I still had a problem where I didn't want to live. I still would write notes and decide who do I give them to be able to take care of my children. So, I definitely believe in being transparent. A lot of people want to leave out certain things, but You know, I make this joke all the time. I don't mind putting the devil on Front Street like a prostitute. You know, I will let it be known what the enemy did, what he's trying to do, what he will do. I'll let it be known because that's only the truly way for a breakthrough to even begin to happen. You first have to be open and honest with yourself so you can give that same real raw to people. And so, transparency, I eat it, live it, sleep it. I love it.
Yes, ma'am. I love that statement. You have to be honest with yourself.
Absolutely.
Um, because you can create this shield and this persona for other people, but if you're not being transparent and you're not being honest with yourself, then you're truly doing a disservice to yourself, because you can't hide from yourself know what's going on. So
Absolutely.
um, sometimes people put up this persona so long until they forget who they are, because they acted for so long. So definitely thank you so much for coming and sharing your chapter with us.
Thank you for
Again, I
having me.
say Mother's Day is coming up. If you're in a local area with one of these ladies, please reach out to one of these ladies to be able to get your book for your mother, because here at KRC Bookstore on the It's in the Bookstore, we are big advocates of books are great and books are great gifts. We believe that even if you're not going to pick a book up and read it, buy a book for somebody, and give them the gift of healing. That's one of the best gifts you can give anybody, giving them the gift of healing. So thank you so much, ladies. Um,
Thank
I
you.
am going to run a commercial, and I'm going to come back with y'all ladies, and you can give your final thoughts.
Yay.
All right, all right. We're gonna run this commercial. Actually, what I want to do is I want to read off some of these comments that was made. Um, because now if you made a comment and you did not go through the link, StreamYard has a link that you have to click on in order for us to be to see your name. Because the way it looks to us on this end, on my end, it shows as Facebook user. But it's no problem. We're gonna go ahead and give these run through these comments. We have a hello. We have a hello, Linda. We have some roses. Yes, and we have some roses. Uh, okay, that's from Miss Tanisha. Thank you so much, always for watching. Uh, hey, Queens, and then we have another Hey Queen. Then we have a so proud of you, Queen Linda Marie Davis Williams, and then we have thank you, Mrs. Linda, for being willing to share your story. Love you, Queen. All right, there's Miss Linda's link to purchase. Oh, yeah, somebody said they can't hear me. That's because I had to go for a little bit. As I'm proud of you, Queen Tasha Smith. And then Miss Kella Bella Twin. I think that's your name. Um, and hey, Queen sister, preach, Queen, tell us something. Well, teach us something, excuse me. And then I don't know if that's a typo, Trish, or if that was somebody trying, because it came back and typed, hey, Queen Tasha. And then that's Rich. Yes, Queen. And then we have Tasha Smith. Treasure is always better than trash. So proud of you. All right. We have some heart, and we have a yes. And it's I love this. And then this is Miss Tasha's link. And it says, I'm so proud of both queens. All right. We are definitely proud of you. We are definitely happy that you decided to come onto this platform and be able to share your story and share your chapter with us and share your platforms that you have in addition to the I Am Queen mythology. And I absolutely, as always, and I tell every each one of y'all that come on that I am so impressed with the unity among you ladies. and the support that y'all do for each other. Sometimes, when people support, they support for a short term. But definitely make sure y'all keep this going. This is a very, very good thing that you're doing. We are so, so happy to have you on, and we look forward to have Miss Tanisha see other platforms. Now, Miss Tanisha has a purse line. So if y'all are into purses and you want to get you an I Am Queen purse, make sure you reach out to Miss Tanisha, and she got some beautiful purses for you. She got this one that's a blue one, and I am in love with it. Just a rich, rich blue one. So make sure y'all reach out to um, to them. And somebody says, "Thank you, my love." All right, we're gonna run this commercial, and then we're gonna be back shortly. And this one's gonna be a short.
You don't know what love is if you don't put up a fight, and you don't know what love is if you don't.
That particular purse line is from a black-owned purse designer. He does some very, very beautiful purses. I've had the opportunity to watch him and see him, grow in his walk and grow with his brand and so forth. If y'all enjoy a good designer purse, definitely make sure you reach out to him. Um, he is amazing young man, very hard worker, works consistently, and works very hard on his branding. So make sure y'all support him. And again, Mother's Day's coming up. Even if you want to do an after Mother's Day gift, that is a good direction to go. Let your mother know you're thinking about it every single day. Don't just wait till Mother's Day to, give a gift. So we're gonna open it back up, and we're gonna bring all three ladies, all two ladies up, and we're gonna get that final thought. Hey, 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 ladies.
Hey,
All right. Miss Linda, you ready
Miss
with
Linda,
your final
hey,
thought?
Tasha.
I'm so sorry. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you since the banquet. How you
I
doing? I'm
know it's good to see you too. I'm sorry, Miss Tammy, I didn't hear you.
This okay. What's your final thought?
My final thoughts: trust God in everything you do, in the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. You have to trust God. He's the only one that can see you through. And I would also like to say that, ladies, you have books in you waiting to be brought from inside of you to the paper. Trust God and get it done so you can heal.
Ma'am. Definitely want to trust God. Um, Definitely once you get that one book out there, you always want to, keep going with a new book, keep it going, keep it fresh and so forth. Great words, great words. Thank you so much, Miss Linda.
You're welcome.
All right, Miss Tasha, what you have for?
Well, my final thought would be to everyone watching, just my final thought would be to press. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether you're happy, whether you're sad, whether you have trash, whether you have treasure, whatever the case may be, just press forward and look into the hills which cometh your help, because it won't always be like this.
Great words. Thank you so much, Miss Tasha. Thank you so much, Miss Linda. Thank y'all so much for getting on. I absolutely love doing working on this project with y'all. And having y'all on the show. I definitely, hopefully, prayerfully, I get the opportunity to meet, if not all of you, most of you. Um, and I would definitely, definitely enjoy the book. I have my ebook, and I enjoyed the stories. So I actually purchased two copies of the ebook. So if anybody out there would like to get a copy of the book, definitely let me know. I have one additional copy, so I can get that sent over to you so you can take advantage of listening and reading these ladies' testimonies and hearing their story and allowing yourself to be blessed through their lives with what they've gone through to be to let you know that no matter what you're going through, you can make it through because they still stand no matter what. So, and who you need to reach out to be your anchor, So, thank you so much, ladies, for getting on with me. Um, Definitely don't let this be the last time that you come on the show. Definitely keep us abreast of what's going on. You can shoot me a text message. You can shoot me an email. I will get with both of you ladies so you can keep me abreast of what's going on. So I love doing announcements on the show. So whenever you um, have your next project coming up, definitely let me know and we can go ahead and get a shout out right here on the East End Book Show.
Absolutely. Thank you for
Thank you,
having
ladies.
us.
Y'all have a blessed night.
Thank you. You all be safe.
Yes, ma'am. All right, ladies. All right, you guys. I'm gonna run a commercial and then I'm gonna be back with y'all and I'm gonna tell you about some books I have in the KRC bookstore, as well as we're gonna talk about a couple events we have coming up before this year is going to be out. This year is like absolutely flying as fast as it possibly can, and I'm running behind and trying to keep up with it. But you know how life is like this. Keep going. So we're gonna run this commercial and then I'll be back with you. All right, you guys. That was a TikTok that I created with some of the books that are in the bookstore. We're just so excited about these books. We have, like I said, we believe in four things in the books that we sell. We believe books that encourage. We look for books that empower. We look for books that educate, and we look for books that inspire. We want to inspire you. We want to empower you. We want to educate you, and we want to encourage you. So those are some wonderful things that keep you going. The Bible says that man cannot live by bread alone. So you need some inspiration. You need to get some empowerment. Life is hard. Life beats up on you. People, in your life that you love, leave. People go through different trials and of their life. Whether they're going through dealing with a child that's having issues, or they're dealing with a sick loved one, or they're dealing with finances. There are so many different things that can discourage you, that could, you know, um, make you feel down and out, make you feel, small and weak and insignificant and incomplete. So pick one of these books. We got you. So we have two books that are in the bookstore, and then we have a book that we're going to be doing a review on. Um, we have this one here. First up, we have For a Con Time called Smitty. This is one of the books that are in our bookstore. Now, this particular one is a humor book. And we believe this empowers you and inspires you too. You, sometimes it should, with Mother's Day coming up, your mother like a good laugh. This is a good book for. Sit around, doing your times of, breaking bread with one another and take a moment out to sit out and have a good laugh. So, this right here is a good book right here. It's on our website, www.krcbookstore.com. And then we have a children's book I want to tell you about. This one says, you've seen that off in the commercial, that one says, Speak Up, My Child. This particular book is a very good book. It teaches your child that it's okay to speak up for themselves, no matter who's hurting them, no matter if it's another child that's hurting them, or if it is adult that's hurting them, or somebody that's not being so nice to them. It's okay to speak up for yourself. So this book teaches a child to speak up for themselves, no matter who it is that is hurting them or harming them, whether that's hurting them physically, hurting them emotionally. Pain is pain. So this is a good book for your child. Now, I do want to let you know that we do book subscription. We would take one of these beautiful books and we put it off in a subscription box for you. You have an option to do a one-time box. You can do a 3-month box, 6-month box, 9-month box, 12-month box. In order to get the savings for the multiple months, you have to prepay for the service. So if you do 3 months, we can take a small portion off the month. And you prepay for 3 months, and you'll get a book each and every month on the same day. Um, Subscription boxes are very good boxes for birthdays coming up. You definitely would want to do that. So all those wonderful things. Now, this particular book that I want to tell you about real quickly is from Dominique Lambright. It's called Betray and Scorn. So this is one of her books from her collection. This is a book that I'll be doing a review on. She sent me quite a few books, so I have to get through them and read them, and so give you a review of what I think of them, and get you over to the website so you can make your purchase of your book. So this is kind of, I would say, a little bit of romance. Uh, so this is a very good book for what I can see on it. I'm definitely excited to dive off into it and give you my insights and what I think about it. So right. Um, just real quickly before we end out today, we're going to talk about some of our events that we have coming here at It's in a Book. We have several things that we do. Last year was our first year that we had the It's in a Book Award, where we celebrate Black literature. We celebrate contributors to Black literature, whether you're author, whether you're a ghostwriter, whether you're editor, or you help with the publishing process, or you're a self-published coach or book coach, or whatever you do within that capacity, we want to recognize you for what you do and tell you thank you for what you do. A lot of times in our authors don't get the recognition in mainstream. We want to take the time out and let them know that we appreciate them and what they're doing, and the contributions that they make, and that they have decided that they don't want nobody else to tell their story. They want to tell their story for themselves. So that's going to be July 29th of this year. It's going to be in the Houston area. We will be releasing the location soon. We're going to be nominating. We're still accepting nominations. So definitely get with us to nominate somebody that you know that's in that particular industry. And we will screen it and look at it and see if it's somebody we want to honor, and let them know that we appreciate them. We can't honor everybody, but we can honor as much as we can. Last year, we had about 23 awards that we gave out to 22 people. One of the ladies got 2 awards, and we want to do the same for you if you're in that particular area. Okay? So now also we have our Louisiana event. That's going to be coming up. That's going to be coming up in November. Soon we'll be releasing the location. We are always needing assistance and help with these particular uh, platforms that we have, the things that we're doing. One man can never, 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 never do it all by himself. So I definitely need your assistance with that. Okay? So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and end this thing out. I will see y'all again next Friday. Thank you so much for everybody who supports. Thank you so much, ladies, from the I Am a Queen Anthology. thank you so much for the other ladies who got on and listened in and supported. We definitely appreciate you. We love you so much. Without any further ado, we're gonna go ahead and end this thing out. Next week, I will be back with some more guests, and we'll be talking about some more books that are in the bookstore. We have quite a few books in the bookstore, and we want to tell you about the books that's in the bookstore. And let's see. Don't forget about Father's Day coming up next month. Don't forget about graduates. You know, you have some graduates in the May, you have graduates in the June. Um, Books are great gifts for the graduates. We have some amazing books that can help them along the way. We have a book I just absolutely love. It is Stand Up Black Man. If you know a male author, excuse me, a male graduate, this is a good book for a male graduate. We could bundle that up. We could put that with a T-shirt. We could put it with just about anything that you're looking for to be able to customize this gift and let people know that you appreciate them for all that they do. Tell them thank you. Tell them, congratulations for making it, across that stage, whether it's high school or college, graduate school, or whatever it is. Accomplishment is an accomplishment. So, thank you so much for watching. We thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your support. Much love to you all, and we will see you next Friday at 7 o'clock Central Time, same place you're watching from. Quick shout out to everybody, whether you come back and you listen to whether you're listening to whether you're listening at us from YouTube or you're on Facebook. Thank you so much for listening in the various groups on our YouTube page. Thank you so much. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page and hit the notification bell so you get notifications when we have new content. So, again, thank you so much. If you're an author or if you would like to have um, interview spot, we are always looking for those to interview. Um, we're always looking for businesses to shout out. Definitely get with us. If you need a commercial, definitely get with us and we'll make that thing happen. So thank you so much. Without any further ado, everyone be blessed. Bye bye. Oh, let me go ahead and sign and play and do these previews. These trust God and press through. Somebody said, "Phew," and then somebody said, thank you so much for your yes. And the last but not least, Miss um, Alana came on it and watched in with us. So thank you so much. Be blessed, everybody.